So are we going then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I really should play this game again.
Why? Just 'cause?
Well, can I see the controller for a sec? Here's how I play it. Uh-oh, I took some damage. Time to go back. It's rewind time.
Anyway, welcome back to some Zelda. This episode, we're getting a lot of things.
Remember when Scott the Woz reviewed Mega Man? And when he he's like, oh, this game has a new rewind feature. And then when he uses it, he's just like, I'm going to hell. Go subscribe to Scott the Woz.
But subscribe to us first, because you're already here. I think that's a pretty fair trade.
And if you're already subscribed, hit the subscribe button again to be double subscribed.
I don't think that's how that works. Don't hit the subscribe button a second time. Ooh, there we go. Finally got a freaking bomb drop 1 episode later. Go figure. So, what's wrong with me?
So what made you think that this game would make me just as mad as Kingdom Hearts?
I don't think I did.
Oh.
If I came across that way, I didn't mean to come across that way.
I don't love this series. I do love Breath of the Wild, but that's kind of an outlier in this series. Yeah, I don't love this series, but I don't hate it either. It's okay. The games are fun. They're just nothing that really blows my mind. Except Breath of the Wild.
There we go.
What the? Okay.
So remember, Eastmost Peninsula is the secret.
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't look like a peninsula, though. How did you tell that was a peninsula?
I don't know. Well, I was just going by off what you were reading. I saw that in a video one time and I was like, oh. Also, this is a gambling minigame and we're not going to do it. Because I don't trust myself.
Casino Night is the best gambling in gaming history. Change my mind.
Red Dead Redemption's poker.
I mean, have you ever gotten triple Eggman and just
Dang it.
you're forced to see all your rings go away? Oh yeah, I've never told this story on the channel. I think it's a pretty funny one. Like with how much I love Breath of the Wild is definitely something you need to know going into this story for it to be as funny as it is. So I remember this was several years ago before Breath of the Wild released. I was looking through in NF magazine and saw like one of the articles in it was like oh, the new Wii U Zelda game has been delayed again. And I just looked at the article and I thought, I don't really care. I'm probably never gonna buy it. And now it's one of my favorite games of all time. I always thought that was kind of a funny story. Yeah.
Just goes to show you how good Breath of the Wild is.
Yeah, I told Caden that story a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, the irony. Now, Nintendo, hear me out, okay? Bring Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD to Switch. That's all I want. those are the only Wii U ports I could ever care for. Okay? Those are the only Wii U ports I want anymore.
Oh, I was about to say something. I thought you said those are only ports I want, and I was about to mention Mario Galaxy.
Oh yeah, also make a Mario Galaxy collection and remaster them. Make them look beautifuler than they already are.
I've never played Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, I know, and you're a heathen for it.
Well, it's not that I haven't played it because like, oh, it looks like it sucks. I just never got an opportunity. I would play it.
Both of them are just as good as the other ones. Or the other one. Like, they're both just as good as each other. I just personally like Mario Galaxy more because it's more about, like, exploring and that kind of end of 3D Mario. And then Galaxy 2 is more focused on, like, just straight up platforming. So that's really which one you like more.
What the?
Secret staircase for a secret shop for secret armor.
Buy the beef.
We'll buy the beef later.
We're gonna have beef, Caden, if you don't do what I say.
Also, now we're white or blue.
That's not blue. That's like
It's like very light blue.
no.
Also, now his eyebrows are blue too. They were green, but now they
those are. Wait, those weren't his pupils.
No. All right, so we're gonna show this paper to her. Now we can use potions, but we're gonna do that later because we don't have the money for it. These potions are all full, or like these are both full heal potions. But if you buy the red one, you can use it twice.
Red pill or blue pill?
Basically. All right. So now we are off to Dungeon 2 because we don't really have anything left to do as of right now. I mean, we could go grind for arrows, but we're not going to do that.
That's no fun.
So Nathan, do you know how the arrows work in this game?
No.
So you have to buy the arrows from the shop for 80 rupees, right? And then your arrow ammo is also your rupee count. So your rupees and arrow share is the same.
What?
So let's say I have like 7 rupees right now. I would only have 7 arrows to shoot.
So when you had 100 rupees, you could have 100 arrows?
Yep.
Okay.
It's weird.
If they make the icons for that stuff is pretty big. So they could just make them a little bit smaller. And then there's a space in between the rupees and the keys. They could just put arrow count there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they did that, to be honest. But it's a thing. It's really weird.
Like, they are pretty big, and they could be made a little smaller for the sake of including an arrow count.
I don't think I went the right way.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. I think I needed to go left instead of right. Yeah, this looks familiar.
I need to choose a longer game for our next playthrough.
Sonic 06.
Because, you know, you played through, like, all of Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I play Defunct in less than an hour.
Yep.
And now we're back to just you playing. I like to play video games, too.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, I think Defunct was a good short diversion.
Yeah, nice. Something nice and short after something not so nice and long. It's probably for the best that I'm not playing this game, though. I feel like me rewinding every time I take damage would infuriate people.
Yeah. It would infuriate me.
And why is that?
Because you're baby bad at games.
Also, if I did that, I would brag about having full health all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm a piece of crap.
Alright, time for level 2.
I'd just be like, man, look at that. I'm not losing. I'm never losing any health from anyone. Oh, I must be the best Zelda player.
This is also like one of the easier dungeons in the game. And it has one of the easiest bosses. Actually, well, most of the bosses in this game are pretty easy, I'd say.
I do like dungeons in this game more than Twilight Princess.
Wow,
I feel like the dungeons in Twilight Princess are like... They're more straightforward and linear. And like this is more explory.
I can see that. Oh yeah, these are snakes. They're called ropes.
Also, around the end of Twilight Princess, I started to get really, really sick of dungeons.
I honestly really hope that they bring back traditional dungeons for Breath of the Wild too. Like they could still have shrines, but like just like not as many of them.
I don't know. I
It.
don't want to get dungeon fatigue in Breath of the Wild 2.
Well, think about it.
That would like ruin a lot of the experience.
Well, think about how big and open and non-linear the dungeons would be in Breath of the Wild 2, though. With like how big the overworld is. And
wait, are you saying
mechanics.
Are you saying each dungeon would be like a smaller version of Hyrule Castle in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Okay, I would love that actually.
Because Hyrule Castle Breath of the Wild is the best dungeon in the game. It's the only good dungeon, my opinion.
Yeah, that would be really good actually.
I would love that.
You know the shrine in Hyrule Castle?
Yeah.
I had hours of searching around everywhere I knew in Hyrule Castle, and I still couldn't find it. And then you just told me where it was, basically.
I found it completely on accident, which is how I love finding stuff in Zelda games.
Can you kill those guys?
The fire shooty statues?
Yeah.
No, because they're statues. Also, we just got an upgraded boomerang. Now it's blue.
Okay, Captain. Haha, reference. Is that lava?
Nope.
Are you stabbing fireballs?
I don't really know what those enemies are, to be completely honest with you.
That looks like lava. What is that supposed to be?
I think that's a sand texture.
Oh. Why does the sand texture look so much like lava?
I don't know. Oh, right. The Dongo dislikes smoke.
Okay.
It'll make sense in a second.
Will it?
It will.
What about that locked door?
No, we don't need a key. That's why we bombed that wall. This is where it leads to.
Oh. You should unlock the door anyway.
No. I'm keeping my keys. In this game, the keys aren't dungeon specific.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you keep them with you throughout the whole thing. Alright.
The Flash got fat and stole Captain Boomerang's boomerang.
Also, there's always, whenever we fight those guys, there's always one leader where if you kill him, it kills all of them. But I don't know, I can hardly ever get that to work.
I guess you just get lucky.
Here we go. There's boss number 2. You just feed him 2 bombs and he's dead.
2-shot him.
Or you can freeze him with one of the bombs if you do it just right, and then you can just go up to the front of him and you slash him with your sword and he's dead. Anyway, now we're going straight to Dungeon 3. Which is still pretty. I think that one's one of the easier dungeons, design-wise. It's also very something.
What do you mean?
You'll see when we get there. Also, we've already completed our first full row of hearts. It'll be very apparent, Nathan, when we get there as to why I'm like, eh. Well, I guess, yeah, well. Alright, so we're actually going over to like the what I would call like the second half of the world, I guess, that we haven't really seen too much of. Which is just across this bridge. Yeah, so I just want to check something real quick before we go into the dungeon. I think like one of these.
You know what I really want the story of Breath of the Wild 2 to be?
What?
There's a comic.
Also, here's 100 more rupees.
You've already seen this, Caden.
Oh yeah.
But maybe we could put it up on screen, or there's like a name here in the bottom. Let me zoom in. It's a comic by Rudy Mora, and it's a comic of like Link and Zelda going around Hyrule, and Zelda's like, "Can you teach me how to fight? Can you teach me how to cook?" And then she's like crying, "Can you teach me how to feel safe again?" And I think that would, like, Zelda having PTSD after 100 years of fighting Ganon would actually be really interesting. And I hope they do that. Do you think they'll do playable Zelda? That would also...
That would be really cool.
That would also... Yeah, that would be really cool. And then you can do two-player. Oh, two-player Breath of the Wild. Please, Nintendo, I will get on my knees and beg for you to do two-player Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah, these are dark nuts. These are dumb enemies. So you can only hit them from the side where they're not facing.
Come on, Caden. You know you want two-player Breath of the Wild.
I know, that would be awesome. That would make for a really good co-op Let's Play, actually.
I'm gonna if it does happen, I'm gonna have to do it, though. You know I'm gonna have to do it.
What?
Call dibs on Zelda, then pick Link.
You would do that. Was it right here?
Why did the bat stop?
What? They're dead.
Well, like, the last one left alive kind of just stopped in the corner.
Oh, they always take a rest break.
Oh.
These guys are really annoying. I hate them so much.
I mean, Breath of the Wild already kind of messed with the traditional Zelda formula a lot. Why not have the sequel do it even more?
There we go. Jeez. Okay, I'm not dealing with this mess.
Also, a minor nitpick for Breath of the Wild, and something that I definitely want fixed in Breath of the Wild 2. Let me check in a deer at the stable. I tried to do it in Breath of the Wild, and I planned to name him Dear Friend, because he's Dear Friend. But then it's just like, what, are you insane? And then I'm like, yes. Now, let me register my deer, please.
Oh yes, these things are really annoying because when you touch them, you can't use your sword for a few seconds.
Do they follow you, or do they just move randomly?
They just move randomly.
Caden, go up, go down, go diagonally. What, you went straight, you idiot?
Yeah, I know.
What are these guys?
These I don't remember what they're called.
Ghostly fatties?
Sure. No, okay, it's a later dungeon. Do we go down? We did go down.
Isn't the dungeon map supposed to show up there too?
It'll show up somewhere. Eventually. Did you get the sword from the old man on top of the waterfall? Yes, we did.
At first, I thought it was talking about the first sword in the game.
Oh. Did you get the sword from the old man? I know you're at the third dungeon, but I just thought I'd check.
Just like stabbed him with it. Yeah, could you return it for me?
What's the point of this room? Like a thing down here? No?
Are they always in the middle?
I mean, usually you get something. I don't know. Okay, well, I just wasted 3 bombs. That's cool.
I mean, you could rewind.
We will never speak of this.
Oh, we're leaving the room. We're leaving the room normally without doing anything suspicious or shady. You can cut that out.
Alright, so now it's boss time. Also, we have 5 keys. That's a lot of keys.
Not anymore.
Now we have 4 keys. Alright, Nathan, are you ready to see why I was like so kind of about this?
The boss was just 2 of those guys?
No. Look at the map.
Oh, I've heard about this map.
Oh, you have?
That's not a swastika, you idiot. Swastikas are tilted.
Well, yeah, I know that. I know that. The general American population didn't know that.
It's like that. It's a very similar symbol.
To like, doesn't it mean like peace and happiness or something?
Yeah. What's it called? I'm googling it, but I'm gonna butcher the spelling of it so hard.
All right, boss time. Probably gonna lose to this guy. Oh wait, no, never mind. Holy crap, I beat him with 1 bomb. Nice. I can hardly ever get myself to do that, right?
Okay, well, I went way wrong. For some reason, Temple Run crap started showing up. Oh, I guess I butchered it so bad I accidentally typed in the studio for Temple Run. I don't know how to spell it.
All right. Well,
what am I supposed to Google? It looks kind of like a swastika if you're an idiot, but it's not.
I don't know, man. Anyway, we're gonna end off this episode right here.
Hold on. I guess I'm gonna have to Google not tilted swastika.
Just look up Zelda map 3 meaning or whatever. Zelda 3rd dungeon map meaning. Here.
Oh wait, I found it, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. It's called Manji.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Manji meaning. Okay, this doesn't... Well, I guess I'm gonna read this, but I don't really understand what any of it means. Manji may refer to Sikh Manji, a religious administrative unit in Sikhism. The Japanese name of the symbol character from Chinese Wanzi Manji era, a Japanese era name, a type of sai. I don't know. Did you get any of that, Caden?
No. All right. Anyway, that's gonna end off this episode.
The point is, it's not a swastika.
Yeah. Also, now we're in a bush. Perfect way to end it. All right. So we'll see you guys next time for some more Zelda, where we'll go do Dungeon 4. Goodbye.